care for Houdini. We couldn't hunt him this morning. The conditions weren't right. We didn't want to risk it trying to get in here before daylight. We have a perfect wind out of the west, blowing exactly the way we walked in. And it's a little bit cooler today too, even though I didn't see any deer yesterday afternoon. I feel very, very confident that we're going to see deer. There's a yearling at the water.
Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this hunt, the buck I'm after is named Houdini because every year around October the 1st, this buck would disappear. However, this year, Brian and Jeff at JB Outfitters got him on trail cam, and he is incredible. Matter of fact, I can say that as I'm sitting in the stand right now, this is the largest buck that I've ever hunted in my life. Little did I know how the afternoon hunt would turn out.
At least the deer moving this afternoon. It's about 6 o'clock. We got a doe in the boat ahead. It's been around the stand. It's a good sign. There he is. There he is. You see him move? I cannot believe I just saw Houdini by that fence row over there. I cannot believe it was him. Now he's looking to the right. He just stood up. Come on, Big Daddy. I was sitting there scanning that plum thicket on that fence row, and I just saw a massive set of antlers, and that is him out there right now. Is it? He's coming. Here he comes for real, Stephen. Can I move? He's coming back to the right. more than anything, that I could give you the praise, the glory, and the honor for that deer. Thank you, God. I cannot believe I have just shot not only the biggest whitetail of my life, he's by far the biggest whitetail I've ever seen in my life. He's a deer we called Houdini. All I could think was, do not rush the shot, do not rush the shot, do not rush the shot. Pick a spot, pick a spot, pick a spot, and squeeze. And I'm telling you, this bear just ate him up. The Spitfire mags, they can't tow the Spitfire mags, I'm telling you. Gosh, I'm telling you right now. Can I say the good camo pays off? Thank you, Bill Jordan. Thank you, Bill Jordan. Thank you. Thank you for being an awesome boss, having an awesome company, and let me be a part of it. I just took the biggest whitetail I'll ever take in my life, ever. Oh gosh. Right here. There he is. There he is. Oh, look at this joker. Oh my gosh, look at this joker. Look at the size of this deer right here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Whew. I told you that's not only the biggest whitetail I've ever shot by a long shot, that's the biggest whitetail I've ever seen. Look at the mass. Oh my gosh, that is Houdini right there. Unreal. Look at that deer right there. Oh my gosh. That's unreal. The size of this deer. I mean, this deer is, golly. I mean, this deer is over 180, 185. I don't even know what he is, but he's big. And I can tell you one thing. Jeff and Brian at JB Outfitters do an incredible job. And I know it seems like I'm just kind of mellowed out right now, but I am worn out emotionally when I saw him go down. Goodness, what a buck. What an incredible buck. Look at the mass. I don't even know what he's got for points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 points. He's got a big point broke off right here on the inside. But the mass, oh my gosh, the mass is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unreal. Unreal. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. An incredible, incredible hunt.
Temperature dropped a little bit for us where it was 90, 92 degrees, but the humidity levels are down. Wind's absolutely perfect for this stand this afternoon, so I'm pretty excited about that. We'll have some deer come in. We just got to get the bigger deer on their feet. So.
It is an absolutely gorgeous afternoon. We have history on this small food plot, bow food plot, of a buck I call Fire Station. We have all kind of trail camera pictures, and I'm hoping I have an opportunity this afternoon.
Got 2 bucks right here. 2 bucks, that may be him. 2 bucks. That's a deer with a split brow buck. We've got him on trail cameras a bunch. But looking at him live, it's a nice deer, but he's still young. That deer's a very impressive deer, another year or 2. He's pretty. With these deer coming into this food plot, we stand a good chance seeing the Fire Station buck. Here you go. That's him right there, coming in the far end of the field. Far end. It was in the way. Hopefully he didn't spook too bad. So the deer didn't run out. Here he comes back, here he comes back, here he comes. Coming back. We just got the fire station bug. Yes, we just got the fire station bug. It was just one of those magical afternoons this afternoon. Just weather got right, humidity, wind direction, everything was in our favor. We saw all these other bucks come in ahead of him. I kept telling Johnny, I said, you know, this deer, he's good chance he's gonna come in, and sure enough he did. I cannot wait to get down there and see that deer. This is just a brute of a deer. Oh, you know, this is, I think anywhere you go, this is a good deer. I think anywhere. And you know, the neat thing about this deer, we always talk about the split G2s right there. And he lost a point last year from right there. I think he actually gained it back in height. But this is just a brute of a deer, and I couldn't be any happier. And this is not disappointment. We got so many Moultrie trail camera pictures of him for the last couple of years, and had an opportunity at him last year. Came close, couldn't get it done. We've been running the cameras for the last month and a half, regular on this Evolved Harvest chicory clover food plot. And what's really neat about this food plot, it's a smaller plot. Great for these deer, got a lot of cover around it, water on either end of it. And he's just living here, been here all summer. But this is a brute of a deer. I can't wait to tell my son. I think Todd's gonna be happy. We talked about this deer a lot of cameras, pictures of him. And I tell you what, being here on Realtree Farms, a Georgia deer, I'm just absolutely thrilled.
It's cracking daylight. In our spot that we moved the stands over to in this woodlot, we had a couple does come by, and you can hear yourself breathe. Those oil wells up there are pumping, and I'm nervous. We don't even have a deer around us, and I'm nervous. I got a lump in my throat, and I got butterflies in my stomach. Anytime, man, anytime. Hard frost too.
Well, this absolutely has got to be one of the most unusual hunts we've ever had on monster bucks. And it's my buddy Michael Waddell in Kansas on the piece of property he owns.
Another deer.
You just wait and see. This is an incredible hunt.
It's barely a buck. He's coming on in too. It's starting to heat up now. Here's a good buck. That's our radio collar deer. Here he comes. Here he comes. There's two does in front of him. right there. Oh yeah. Shakalaka bam. Shakalaka bam. Oh yeah. He was slightly quartering away. Quartering to me just a little bit. I think I got him tight and that shoulder should have come out perfect. I just seen him ease right down the wood line. I think it smoked him. Oh my goodness. We've had deer on us all morning. All morning. That's the radio collar buck. Man, this is unbelievable. My property is really close right here to Quivira National Refuge. That's one reason I bought it, man. It's heaven, it's sanctuary. And I saw that buck last year. Buck number 89, I saw him. I couldn't get pictures of that joker, but I seen him from the road. I seen him from the stand a couple times. And I think we got an arrow through him. He's not a huge scoring deer, but a big frame, big body, huge deer. And we'll be able to know how old he is because he's got a tracking device in him. I hope the batteries are still good, but he's going on the wall with that collar. This ain't no high fence. It's the middle of the wild in Kansas. Okay, we've given that deer about 45 minutes. It's a crisp, cold morning. We're just gonna get the bow. We'll go to where I shot. I think we smoked him good. The arrow come out real tight behind his shoulder. Feel pretty good. Right here. He was 28 yards, 27, 28 yards on the nose. Took off running. Back around, my arrow was hanging out of his left side. Looked like right behind the shoulder. We looked at the camera. Went right up through there. And I should be able to find that tracer not blinking up here. I don't know why I smelled that, but it felt like the right thing to do. Man, he come out the edge and come down through here. Stands right there. He did a U, I lost him. Right, actually that ain't blood. That right there is not blood. But that's blood right there, see it right there. Well, hey, perfect buck to shoot. I think I see him laying right there. I guess we just all got to do is get the radio beacon out. We can find out where he's laying. Yes! Oh, dude, he's bigger than he looks. He's bigger. He's grown. Yes! Would you look at this? I have never in my life thought that something like this would happen. A radio collar buck. Can you believe this? Scotty, what in the world? What in the world? What in the...
This is unbelievable. This property right here is adjoining Quivira National Refuge. Like I said, it's one of the reasons that I actually wanted to purchase this property, because what better sanctuary, what better source to pull from? What better source to pull from than a national refuge? Our government won't let us hunt there. They put it around, but the land surrounding it you can, so I had the opportunity. And I saw this buck last year, could not get an arrow. There's no food much back here other than natural browse. And we took this property and we put all kind of evolved habitats, food plots, everything you can to make it a mecca for those does. And it's paid off. These big bucks, we're pulling from them. And there's no better proof that we're pulling from there with a radio collar buck number 89. I can't wait to hear the story. I don't know if this was something, I don't know when this deer would have been darted or when, but we should be able to know the history of it. Completely wild deer. Completely wild deer. This is just phenomenal, unbelievable. And where it is, I heard, or from Tom said, they'll actually give you these collars. And now you know what? I'm gonna mount them just like this. Unbelievable. Can you believe it? Can you believe this?
All right, well, it's day 11 here in Iowa, and we're down in this big bottom. Got a little food plot in front of us, but we're pretty sure the deer are going to be coming across the creek over there from the beans and then back up into here. So we've got a good east wind this morning. Turkeys are just flying out of the roost behind us. It's real cold, it's 20, so we should see some movement down in this bottom. Just cracking daylight here. The sun's just peeked over. Things are starting to move around a little. Got a nice 8-pointer right out here in front of us. Not a shooter, but here comes a deer. I can see its legs. That's him, dude. That's the big buck. Oh my God, that's that giant. Here he comes. He's gonna come right to us. Get ready now. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. Oh, he's running now. Get ready, dude.
on him, stay on him, stay on him, stay on him, stay on him. Stay on him, stay on him, he's going down. Stay on him, giant. That's the biggest buck ever for me, buddy. Bring it to me, buddy.
The battery's about to go.
Bring it to me. That's the biggest buck of my life. Yes! Biggest buck of my life. I can't believe it. Good job, Scotty. Good job, Scotty. Dude, look. Gabe Adair. I owe him so much. Every 4 years I get a tag and I come down here and hunt with him. Today he put me in this, my favorite spot, knowing full well that that big deer was in here, and that's the biggest deer on his farm. Knowing full well that deer was in here, he put me in here. I grunted at him a couple times with the new bone collector, night and hail, grunt call. This is the first one out. That's the biggest buck of my life. What a toad. Shot him right here, 10 feet. Can't even believe how big this thing is. Look at this. Oh. Oh. Look at the mass on that thing. That is one large white-tailed deer. Oh, it was so amazing. I just can't say enough about Gabe Adair. He has been so good to me. You know, it's so hard to come by these Iowa tags. And every year that I've gotten one, he's let me hunt. And he put me down on this bottom today. This is my favorite spot. I was in here the other night and I saw a couple real nice big bucks, and we knew this deer was around, but he'd kind of been MIA for a while. And this morning he came out and I shot him 5 yards right underneath the tree. Unbelievable monster, just my biggest buck ever for sure.
Well, it's November 21st and it's our third day hunting here in Kansas. Yesterday we saw a giant chasing a doe out from this area and into the field, but it was just so quick we didn't get a chance to get the camera on him. But it was enough to know that we needed to get in this area and do some scouting. And he has his spot all tore up with rubs, like it's crazy. So we hurried and got a set hung real quick and snuck out, did minimal trimming, and then we snuck back in this morning. So we're hoping, it's been brutally cold here, and this morning it's warmed up just a little bit, so we're hoping that that'll get them on their feet and moving around. So we're just gonna sit tight and see what happens. There's a deer right there. It's a buck. It's a shooter. It's a shooter.
Meh, meh.
I'm absolutely sick. And that's the exact moment we've waited for, that we've planned for, like ever since we knew we were gonna hunt this property and planned it all out perfect. We just hung the stand yesterday. And it gave me a 20-yard perfect shot, and I blew it. I shot him in the shoulder, and it makes me sick. I mean, I haven't even close all the season, and to blow a chance on an absolute monster like that, like, I mean, that's every bow hunter's dream, is to have a buck of that caliber come in 20 yards, and but I mean, that's bow hunting. I mean, so we're given plenty of time, and all we can do is hope that I poked through and maybe got one lung, and we're definitely given plenty of time today. Okay, so we gave him about 6 hours. We wanted to give him as long as possible, but it's starting to rain on us a little bit, so we thought we better get out here as soon as we can. This is where we last seen him. He just went in the timber right here. The stands right there. This is where we last seen him at, when he went in, and we're gonna go and see if we can't find my arrow and find some blood, because we think he just lost the arrow just when he went right in the timber. So let's go see what we can find. Oh yeah, looks like there's blood. Oh gosh, at least up to here, I think. Looks like good blood. Yeah, that's a lot of blood. Double, isn't it?
Yep.
He's right there. Oh my god! You found him. Did you find him?
No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh. Yes! Oh my gosh. This thing's a monster.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, hot.
Oh my. Goodness.
Oh my gosh. Well, he didn't go definitely as far as we thought he would go, and he was dead basically right away. We gave him plenty of time just in case, because the shot was a little forward. It wasn't very pretty, but that we backed out, and we started getting a little worried whenever it started raining on us, but holy cow, here he is. This is my biggest buck ever, and with a bow. Oh my gosh, it's been a roller coaster today. Just everything coming together. He read the script, he came in perfect 20 yards, and then to think that I might have screwed up my whole opportunity, the whole moment we've been waiting for all year, and then to find him, I was a mess today. I couldn't even think, and I don't know. I can't believe we've had such a hard season this year. This is literally the only second shooter I've seen this whole season, and it's been a rough one, but I just hung in there and tried to stay positive, and with everything going on this year, I've been kind of down, and my stepbrother just passed away, and this is for him. This is definitely, he'd be so proud, and I'm glad it all came together.
Now let's head to Kansas with Dave Bogart of Legends of the Fall. This has to be one of the most unique, spectacular hunts we've ever seen. You're not going to believe how this hunt unfolds.
Things have been really tough so far. So this afternoon we came in. That is a monster bedding area right there. We came in this afternoon. We've exhausted all our south wind stands on this farm, so we hung way back off of it. We got the decoy out here. We're hoping that if a buck pops out of there anywhere, we can either hit the battle bones together or hit him with a grunt call and get him to come in here and check out our decoy. But good sign, does are already up on their feet. Try and get his attention. Here he comes. He's gonna go down, ain't he? Now that was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. That is the first deer I've ever decoyed in. Mike and Harmon and I, we've been here hunting. It's been a little bit of a struggle, but it's pretty early in the hunt. That is a deer we got a ton of trail cam pictures of, and I am absolutely tickled. There he is. Oh man. What a stud. Check out this deer. Oh man. That is one of the coolest whitetail hunts I've ever had. I've never really used a decoy much, but we decided to bring one out here. We're hunting really open country, and last year we noticed when we were calling these deer, they would just look, and if they didn't see anything, they wouldn't come in. So we brought it in this afternoon, set it up. He popped out about 30 minutes before dark and came right in, and what a deer. Oh, what a hunt.
Well, we saw the buck we've been hunting early this morning, probably 300-400 yards away from us. And he went in that brush line. He may have bedded in there.
Give him some time to get settled in there, and then we'll just ease our way down, see if we can spot him and keep an eye on him. And
we have all day. We're just going to sit on this deer, just give him some time.
just hang tight here. We'll stay back a couple hundred yards from where that deer's bedded, and let the wind pick up. Hopefully he'll get up and feed a little bit. And if he does go in the peas in bed, we can make a move on it. Otherwise, we're just going to have to probably build a little blind up here and wait for him to come back out feeding.
Perfect.
We're just gonna put some of these limbs up here for cover. There's just not a lot of cover right here at this fence post. Hopefully once these deer come out here, they won't be able to see us.
Now it's just kind of a waiting game. We've been on this deer since 9:30 this morning. It's 5:30 now, so we have another, 3 or 4 hours left of daylight. Hopefully You know, these deer will start moving here in the next couple hours for the last 3 or 4 days just because it's been so hot, no wind. They've been moving late. There's a small, he's a 4x4, probably 200 yards out. It's a young buck. That'll be a good one. What is it? That's our buck. There he is. He's coming out exactly where he went in this morning. All right, he's walking right to us. He's at 90 yards. We'll have to stand up and shoot. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we've been hunting hard for 11 days. And, you know, we had a close encounter on the second day. And I'm just like, I'm almost in tears. I'm so shook up right now. I ranged him at 71 yards. I had a hard time getting a range out there in the brush, but that was unbelievable. That was such a great hunt. Oh my gosh. We got it done. We leave tomorrow. We go out of town tomorrow. We were supposed to leave last Saturday. And I'm speechless. I'm speechless. There he is right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this deer. Look at that buck. Oh my goodness.
Pretty nice deer, boy.
What a great hunt. Thank you for sticking with us. Wow, we have had a long week here in Canada, and you know, thought we were going to get it done the second day. Had a great stalk, and we had saw this deer 3 days ago. Stayed with him. You know, we leave tomorrow to go out of town to go back home to Georgia, and we were able to get it done on the last day. Thank you again.
You're welcome, Padre. Thank you.
It was a fun time.
This afternoon we're heading back into that big oak tree on the edge of that small clover plot overlooking the open gate. And this is where I've been hunting that buck that I've nicknamed the Wad 10. I was just adding it up, it's been 9 days since I've seen a mature buck. And I think I'm hunting almost every day. So let's say at least 7 days of hunting in between the last mature buck sighting. So I think we're due for tonight.
whitetail I'd have to shoot right now. He's totally dead. I can't believe that. That's crazy. It's probably 4 o'clock, maybe even earlier. It's a perfect broadside, 30-yard shot. That is awesome. That's one of the funnest hunts I've had in a long time. You know, I was just complaining at the truck that it's been 9 days since we've seen a mature buck, and he was the last one that we've seen. That is cool. That's the one we've been after the whole season. Day 16, I think we're up to. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The interesting part on this buck too is every time we got pictures of this deer, every time we filmed him during the summer or this fall, it was right in this one little small area. He was the ultimate homebody buck. He wasn't going anywhere. We didn't get pictures of him on any camera, any place, other than the camera's right up in the middle of this food plot. I pulled up pictures from, I think, 2014, so he had to have been at least 3 years old in 15, which makes him at least 5 now. And my guess is that he's probably 6. I would say he's probably 6 years old. That would be my guess. But either way, he's going home in the back of the truck with me today. That's cool.
Had a shooter in yesterday afternoon and called me stupid. I didn't shoot him, and I probably should have. It's hard too. We've seen a deer in the area, not up close yet, that's a really, really heavy horned deer, which is my favorite kind of deer. And didn't shoot the deer yesterday. And so hoping, we've seen several shooters in here, hoping this afternoon it's gonna happen.
What's he looking at? There's another deer coming to the east, coming to us from out of the east. It's heavy. Listen, he's grunting. You can hear him grunt. He's gonna angle up in here. You own him?
We just freaking smoked heavy. That's what I'm getting.
Get
sucky is all I can say. Perry Ross sent us a picture of this deer about a week ago here in Kansas, and I love these deer with the heavy mass, and we've seen him a few times across the river on the neighbor's property and never could get him on our side of the river. Passed a couple of really good bucks that you're gonna see on video that I was probably crazy for not shooting, but when you get your mind set on something, that was my deer, and I was willing to eat a tag sandwich, as they say, if it didn't happen, and the good Lord blessed us. I actually have a little bit of history with this deer. 2 years ago, this old heavy horned deer came in on me in this same exact stand out here in the sand hills, and I didn't shoot him, and the reason why, his whole left beam right in front of the G3 was just busted off and gone, and I decided not to shoot him, and I was hoping nobody else would kill him, and they didn't really see him a whole lot last year, but I'm almost positive this is him. Tight rack, I mean, some kind of mass you just can't even imagine. Long tines, you know, those 2s and 3s are probably close to 12 inches. Just a brute of a deer, an old deer, 7-year-old deer. And I tell you what, I can't tell you how happy I am to take him, that's for sure.
2015 non-resident deer combination hunting license for Chip Madren.
What? We're going to the Milk River, dude. Yes, we are. Next month.
Awesome.
Did you know that?
No.
Are you in, or you want to take a range test?
No, I'm in.
This hunt is with one of the most incredible young men we have ever met here in Montana. Chip Madren from Atlanta. He's 18 years old. He's a brain cancer survivor. And just what an incredible family he comes from. And he has taught us so much here at Realtree. And we decided to take Chip to the Milk River in Montana to fulfill that dream. And what an unbelievable hunt it was.
We just moved the blind from one end to the other of the field. We got the wind right. Everything's right. The deer gonna be real close up on me, coming out the corner over here. So I think that's gonna be a challenge, but if we get past that, it should be good.
Hey Chip, here comes a buck. See those noses out there? I think you're looking, pretty close to them. There's 2 does.
I got one.
You did great. Just keep it cool and watching and collecting yourself. It's gonna work for us. Hey Chip. Chip, here comes a buck.
Alright.
Let's hang on a minute. He's real close. Just hang on a minute. Just take your time. Got plenty of time. That's that deer that came out earlier. That's a nice deer.
And I could feel myself.
What do you think?
I could see really good. And I could feel myself starting to get shaky. I was like, oh, I need to shoot.
You did great. That is a 10 point. Oh my gosh, Chip. Oh my gosh, Chip. You are a champion, dude. Let me tell you something. It's hard to do this.
Yeah.
You've had to battle through it a little bit. And you really, it takes courage to do what you do. 4 years ago, you couldn't see. You couldn't move, you couldn't walk. We didn't know if you were going to make it.
Yeah.
But I prayed every day and thought, Lord, if he does make it, don't take the outdoors away from him. And he's done the opposite. He's blessed you with so much opportunity. I love you. Proud of you.
Oh man, that is awesome. I can't wait to go see him. Oh man, that is awesome. He did right what he was supposed to do. He came out right there.
Golly, man, I'm so proud of you.
That was awesome.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. Am I your friend now?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's awesome, dude.
Oh my God.
That is so awesome, man.
I cannot believe what an afternoon we have had. This has been the best afternoon.
Look at the size of that deer. Are you kidding me? Look at the size of that deer.
That is one.
That is a 10-point. That is a beautiful, beautiful 10-pointer. I mean, beautiful 10-pointer. Look at that.
Shot, Chip.
What a shot. This is the fruits of a 5-year wait that had its peaks and valleys in those 5 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We felt like the hunt was going to take place. There were times when we weren't sure.
Yeah.
That we were going to be able to hunt.
Right. And but Chip has kicked cancer's tail,
Yes.
and here we are. Here we are.
Yeah.
Can we go take the river back home?
The river?
The river? Can we drive up the river back to the house? Remember, you said.
Oh, we can try.
You made a promise.